everyone. Hey, so for today, I'm going to talk about Pillsbury Friendsgiving, kind of like their campaign marketing around Thanksgiving holiday. So what is Friendsgiving? It's described as like having two Thanksgiving. So it's really popular among like college students and, that are away for school and can't really afford to come back home for the holiday or just can't because of work or sports. So instead they kind of gather at like a dorm or a friend's place, kind of nearby to celebrate Thanksgiving. Another way is kind of like their neighborhood, just kind of gathers everyone in the neighborhood at one house and everyone brings something and, it's Friendsgiving. It's usually done on the weekend. So it's not really crammed during the weekday when everyone works. So it's done usually on the weekend and, it's really more popular nowadays. It's been around since 2009, but has really gained its popularity over, the last year. More than 75,000 Facebook events with the words Friendsgiving or Friendsgiving has been created this month. Some grocery chains like Peapod are doing marketing and social media promotions around the hashtag Friendsgiving and even putting up recipes on their blogs targeting millennial celebrations with friends. So Venmo data on Friendsgiving. Venmo is a popular app. The mentions of Friendsgiving has doubled this year from last on Venmo, the app that many millennials use to transfer money to each other to pay for parties and shared meals. I use Venmo as well to transfer money, so I'm familiar about this app. There was a huge spike in Friendsgiving mentions on Venmo this past weekend as young people gathered to celebrate with each other before going home to see the family. So first I'm going to talk about Pillsbury cinnamon rolls on Instagram around the hashtag Friendsgiving. So here is cinnamon rolls. They have it, kind of dressed up as a cute little turkey. They have the hashtags Thanksgiving, Friendsgiving, which you're going to see around this entire time with recipes and desserts that they kind of created around Thanksgiving. One very popular post has been the mannequin challenge that Pillsbury created with all the General Mills characters. It has over 18,000 views. It's awesome. It was great promotion and it was 56 comments here. But that was a very successful post, even on Facebook. It's probably the most popular one. People really enjoyed it. Friendsgiving mannequin challenge. So on top of that, they had the hashtag Thanksgiving 2016, Friendsgiving 2016, Friendsgiving, Thanksgiving, and mannequin. It was popular, and the mannequin challenge was viral. So I think it was awesome to use that for marketing purposes. So Facebook, this is the cover for Facebook. Just gonna go to that page. One thing I noticed about Friendsgiving, there's a lot of comments about why are you calling Thanksgiving Friendsgiving? This is not, there was a lot of negative responses to it. I think that what they should have done was have like a post before they started this Friendsgiving thing, because a lot of people didn't know about it, like myself. Until I actually read about it. So I think what Pillsbury should have done was kind of introduce what Friendsgiving was. They should do it every year and have like a Friendsgiving challenge. Post, your Friendsgiving dinner, explain it, what the purpose is, and I think it would have been a lot more successful and a lot more people would have understood, because there was a lot of comments on why are you trying to replace Thanksgiving and stuff like that. So I think that's one change that they probably should have made. But besides that, they're very big on, when your squad gets together for Friendsgiving, it's cute. So stuff like that where like it's nice and I like the idea, but a lot of people didn't understand it. So I think that they should have done a better job with kind of like telling everyone this is what we do every year. Let's have a challenge, let's have as many people, do it as possible. So they also have the recipe to the cinnamon rolls video on Facebook as well, on how you do it, and then they have the recipes on a different page. So, this is actually the article for Friendsgiving and what it is. So that's why I kind of understand on what it is. Twitter. So with Twitter, here is again the Thanksgiving cinnamon roll. So it's the Thanksgiving Day Parade turkey that they're describing here. They have over 142,000 followers on Twitter. It seems to be more than any other social media I have seen. Oh, and that was actually, this is the recipe page. So I think it's pretty cool that they have the recipes as well, so we can all make it. You know, I love cinnamon rolls, so I think this is a really cute idea to have around the holiday. Some other facts about Pillsbury. So they use about 3,000 social media sites to interact with its customers to create new ideas for product development. And this was actually when Pillsbury Doughboy turned 50, and this is the engagement. This is engagement statistics as well, as of November 15th of last year. So you see for all these social media, you know, how many followers they have, how many likes and subscribers on YouTube. So I thought that was pretty interesting as well. Last thing I wanted to talk about was kind of just the engagement. With a lot of that understand Friendsgiving, Pillsbury was very, you know, they were very nice, and they responded to everyone, and they were really positive with their responses. You know, thanks for asking what Friendsgiving was, and they described it. And people kind of understood it after, you know, Pillsbury took the time to interact with all of the people following the page and told them what it was. So I think that was good, because I needed to kind of read what they had to say to that, and I think it was a good way to respond. So I think that was the only thing that they should change if they're gonna Friendsgiving every year. It's something that hasn't been around for too long, so people should really take the time, or Pillsbury should really take the time to describe it, have a challenge so that people know what's going on and why. And it's a good cause, it's a good reason. So I think that it'll work out if they were to do that. But besides that, they interact well with everyone. They respond to pretty much everything. And I think Pillsbury is a pretty successful brand. And I think the ideas are really creative, and through a lot of the other social media sites I've seen, they're big on, you know, right now, the Thanksgiving, and promoting and marketing that, and having all of their products kind of around Thanksgiving. So that was it. Thank you.